Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Trouble Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it very, very much. Always glad to have with us Chief of Police, Houma, Travis Terrio. Travis, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate that. So Houma PD's been busy.
Yeah, it's been a busy week, but
Yeah.
our guys have really been doing some good work, and at least we've been able to resolve the situation.
Okay, yeah. Tell us a little bit about this shooting that took place.
So yesterday on September 26th, around 8:30 p.m., we responded to the 1000 block of Church Street.
Right.
Upon arrival, they located a subject suffering from gunshot wounds at abdomen, and he was transported to a local medical facility. And upon his transportation, he was originally believed to be in critical condition, but he is now in stable condition.
Wow.
And is expected to fully recover. But they were quickly able to get a description out of the suspect that was in the area, and our units were able to blanket the area, and they actually located him, and they located a Marshall Prevost, 33 years old,
Right.
and they took him into custody without incident. And they continued to search, and we've actually even recovered the weapon used in the incident last night as well.
Well, it seems to me that more often, and thank you, Jay, if you wouldn't mind putting that back up there, I kind of want to let people know, again, this is the gentleman, the subject that was depicted in this photo, again, is innocent, presumed innocent until proven guilty. But I want to be able to talk about the fact that this gentleman was gotten off the street that quickly.
Right.
We have talked about this several times. I mean, we talked with you about it. We talk with Brendan about it very often. You guys are so very quick to respond. And so we're taking care of a critical patient but he becomes a victim to becoming a patient when he's critical at that point. But you guys are already blanketing the areas, and you've been able to find him and find the weapon that quickly.
So they located him within probably, I'd say, 15 minutes of the shooting as he was trying to get out the area. And I want to say we had the gun a short time later. And he has also, I think they located some narcotics and different things. So this it's still under investigation.
Sure,
and there are further charges that may come. But right now he's facing the charge of attempted second-degree murder.
Right. And again, that's attempted second-degree murder, and it comes with it a bond that we're looking at for that, or we'll be able to find out the bonding of that.
Yeah, the bond eventually will be set. But
Right.
as of press release time, and I believe it's still, he has not gone before a magistrate to have his bond set.
To be able to figure that out yet. And so it's just one of those things that we as you got to kind of dive into this and figure out more about what happens. It's one of those things that we're trying to prevent. We're trying to create more safety in this area, but there are situations that we're not always aware of.
Right. And look, we do believe it's the motive's probably gonna be something surrounding narcotics. We don't know all the answers to it right now, but that's kind of the direction that the investigation is going. But look, if you go back to the two police pursuits we had this week, you look at this case, a lot of good proactive police work. There's not enough I can't say about our guys and the work they're doing, and they're just, as busy as they are, short-staffed at times. These guys are coming to work with smiles on their face, and they keep pushing forward to do the right thing, and they're doing it in a professional manner, and I couldn't be prouder of them.
And again, echoing that point, it's really good to hear from the chief to be able to say that. But we're also getting these people off the street expeditiously is a short end of the word about that. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Happy to come to work, but very pleased to be able to get these people off the street and to do it so fast.
That's right. It's very impressive and what they're doing out there. And like I said, it's just not enough I can say about the guys. And some of these young police officers are truly stepping up as leaders. And as a whole, police agencies are very young right now, and they're just doing a really good job.
Well, and it's one of those things where it's nice to be able to see people who are coming to work because they want to be there. One of the things that we're seeing with this workforce is that we've got a lot of people that go to work that don't necessarily want to be there, and we know how that impacts how they can be efficient, how that impacts outcomes. That's not what you're seeing with HPD.
No. Yeah, and look, that's not what you're seeing across the board in both the city of Houma, the parish of Terrebonne, and in Lafourche Parish. Police officers are police officers because they want to be police officers.
Right.
It's not because they took it for a second career because they couldn't do anything else. Most of these guys could pursue other things.
Right.
But police officers are a police officer because that's what they want to do. That's what they love. They love serving the community, and they love protecting those who can't protect themselves.
And I'm fortunate that I'm part of that training that helps them with some of the aspects that I do in my job. And it's really nice to see how involved, how knowledgeable, and how much they want to learn about how to do a better job coming in.
Right.
It's always nice to see.
And look, and a lot of the crimes that if they're not solved quickly,
right,
the working relationships that we have between agencies, between us and the Sheriff's Department, us and Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Department, us and Thibodeau PD, and all the agencies as a whole are constantly in meetings together, and everyone knows what each other's working. There's no egos, and everybody has the same goal.
I like it. And the goal is to get people off the street. Jason, put that up one more time. Want to let you know what HPD's been able to do here recently. A shooting very quickly took place on yesterday. A critically injured individual. He is now in stable condition, and this gentleman was arrested. Marshall Prevost, 33 years old, was taken into custody without incident, thanks to the fine work for the gentleman from HPD. And again, echoing all of the things that you're talking about, these kinds of people get taken off the street very quickly so we can keep our community safe. But working together, teamwork is a really, really big deal. I brag about it everywhere I go. I talked about it in Chicago last week about the working of people together in our departments. It's absolutely fantastic. And so, Chief, we appreciate what you do, your leadership, and the coordination with all these other agencies.
And again, thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming back. We appreciate you spending so much time with us here at HTV. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this particular segment. Don't go anywhere. A whole lot more Bayou time when we continue right here on HTV.